Hello, everyone, here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Frankenmuth, Michigan. And yes, if you've seen last episode, we put down a couple more chip factories, because as I keep saying, the world needs more potato chips, right? Yeah, Anyway, moving on, everyone. For those who didn't see it, we put down these two. These are different than the ones we had the last few episodes, everyone. I did put two more of those down, by the way, as well. But then we got these, which, yeah, I don't know about these, Evan. I don't know. I guess we'll see once if they work. The model has me slightly concerned, shall we say. The amount of floating components and doohickeys and whatever that is all up there, I don't know. That's, it looks like the back of a semi-door up there, too. I could be wrong. It's, whatever. No idea what's going on up there, but... yeah. Anyway, this episode, we're gonna move back into planting here. We got, I think, is it 2 fields left to be planted here? We got field 12 and field 21, I believe. I think all the rest of our fields here are planted here at this point. We went ahead and picked up field 23, and actually, we did buy 22 and 20. I think we bought 22 and 23 here last episode, if I remember correctly, everyone. Again, just to expand our factories here. Speaking of expanding the factories, Evan, we'll have to take a look, closer look here maybe when we're done planting. We might have to maybe get into some other stuff here as well. Again, when it comes to the new factories, Evan, I don't plan on producing everything they need. We're just going to maybe pick a few things, everyone, because otherwise, like, potato chips, I mean, yeah, we need potatoes, sunflower, flour, corn, milk, lettuce, sugar, yeah, so on and so forth, right, Evan? So we'll just maybe pick a couple of these, and the rest, if we want them, we'll either buy them or... yeah, we'll figure it out. Like flour, we'll probably just buy. Although we could put down a flour mill. We'll see once. We'll see once. Anyway, let's go grab a planter. I think is parked in the shed over here. Nope, that is a sprayer. Okay, there's one seeder. Let's see. Planter might be in the other big barn here then. Either this one or the other one. There we go. There it is. That's what we're looking for. Evan. John Deere 8R 370 with our NT 1775 planter here. Let's start planting some corn. And then I believe I mentioned this here a few episodes back, Evan. The plan is to put corn on what was last year's in-game bean field. And then we're going to beans on last year's cornfield, so pretty much just flip-flop them. Also, I don't know why. Has anyone else had this problem as well? For the last, I don't know, a few weeks, everyone, whenever I load up my game, all my HUDs are hidden. I don't know why that is. Anyone else have that problem? Like, when I start my game, this is what it looks like. No HUDs, which, admittedly, not necessarily a bad thing, but when you start wanting to, pull up GPS and see how fast you're going and stuff like that, well, yeah. Don't know why it's doing that, I don't know. Not particularly a fan of it either. If I want to hide the HUD, I'll hide the HUDs, but it doesn't need to automatically do it. Okay, let's get some GPS going here. And let's see, I believe this will be 0 degrees, auto width. Oh yeah, we need to move that over just a little bit more yet, don't we? Okay. Close, but not quite close enough. Ooh, that's really close. Let's just slide that over just a little bit more. There we go. I will live with that. Now let's get the planter folded out here. And before I forget too, make sure we switch to what we're actually planting here as well. We want corn. Speaking of corn, by the way, corn is one of the products there the new potato chip factory takes. We'll probably be putting some of our corn, if not maybe all. Actually, you know what? I think we actually got corn right now to think about it, because I did not sell. Yeah, I did not sell any of the corn we had last year in game. So we still actually have that in the silo yet. We might actually, maybe once we're done planting the corn, we'll get some of that transported. Turn it on. Okay. Note self raises the seeder up before backing up with it. Doesn't make a difference in the game, everyone. Don't want to back up with the seeder lowered in real life. Bad things can happen. Very bad. At the very least, Evan, you'll probably plug some, if not all, of your planting units. They're not designed to go backwards in any way, shape, or form, everyone. And of course, if you do go backwards, you could potentially break some of the components as well. Again, it's the components down there are pretty much designed to be pulled forward through the dirt. You start trying to push with them, and they're not designed for that. Oh, I'll still have to say that one. John Deere 8R, still one of my favorite tractors, though. I don't know what it is. I just like the looks of the 8R here myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm an 8RX 4-track 8R looks pretty good too, but I think I'd probably have to pick the looks of a nice dualed up 8R wheeled tractor myself. Okay, suppose we better pay attention where we're going here. Don't want to be running into any trees here if we can help it. Oh, look at that. Nice nice opening through the bushes here. We can just plant right in there. Perfect. Yep, a little bit further over here. This field, by the way, for those who remember here, was the field we put oilseed radish on, and I cultivated it here yesterday in game time. Not yesterday's episode, but yesterday in game. Wow, I'm just not getting any closer. I'm like, wow, no. There we go. Okay, still not there. Okay. Okay, still not close. Oh my goodness. I don't know who's driving here, but better have a talk with them. But anyway, yes, like I was saying, Evan, that's why we have weeds coming up on this field here. I thought about tilling it again, Evan, but that seems a little bit redundant here. And at least in the game, everyone, it doesn't really particularly matter. We could also like spray the weeds, but again, in the game, it doesn't particularly matter. In fact, if we spray the weeds now, everyone, as soon as we're done planting, we'll have to effectively spray again, right? So we're just going to plant in the weeds, and I don't know, don't ask me how, when somehow the planter magically makes the weeds disappear. Pretty impressive, if you ask me, but hey, oh well. Now if we could just get a planter to do this for real life, everyone, we'd be stinking filthy rich. Well, at the very least, I'll have to say, in the last, I don't know what, 20, 40 years, everyone, I would have to guess that weeds have become much more manageable. With the crops we have now, and then the various chemicals we have now, everyone, controlling weeds has, I would say, become a lot easier. Maybe not necessarily a whole lot cheaper, but a lot easier. Which I'm sure has resulted in greatly increased yields on the field as well. Okay, pardon the quietness here, everyone, but concentrating on driving the tractor around the field without trying to hit anything if we can help it, and also not missing too much along the edge. Once we get the headland done, then we can start going up and down the field, get the GPS all locked in, and it's a whole lot easier. Sorry, car. Just gonna have to wait a moment. Oh. Gonna make it? A little bit more. No, not quite. Oh well, we didn't get stuck though. And at least for now, I think I'll just leave the GPS where it's at. Once we're back to the other side of the field, then we'll lock back on and start going up and down here. One headland might be enough. We'll see once here. Two might be more preferable here. I mean, we are planting 24 rows of headland here, essentially, Evan. You'd think that'd be about enough room to turn around, but 24-row planter. Barely. Okay, I just happened to notice something. I just, got to point something out here. This is Giants planter, I do believe, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is from Giants. I can't say I've ever seen the paint, if you will, wear off any of the gauge wheels or close-in wheels on a planter like this. Like, what in the world? Oh my goodness, come on, Giants, really? Makes you wonder what they're smoking sometimes. And for one reason, Evan, okay, we just ran out of seed. Okay, cool. Back that back up. I was like, wait a minute, just stop planting. That's not good. Yep, we need some seed. Anyway, I was about to say, Evan, while we're going to grab seed here. The closing wheels, for those who don't know, are like plastics. So, like, paint doesn't come off plastic. In fact, I'm sure the plastic is molded in probably the black color. I doubt they're painted in any way, shape, or form. It'd be really weird if they were, I would think. So they're molded black plastic, Evan. And, yeah, okay, the gauge wheels, that one have a metal inside frame, but the outside isn't. So that seems kind of weird, too. Just a wee little bit. Anyway, this is the seed we made here a few episodes back, Evan. So we are using our own seed we made with the AGI auger there. The AGI seed treat. Oh, need to be a little closer yet? I guess a little closer. Not quite there. There we go. That's another thing you have to ask what Giants was smoking when they came up with the seed system here as well for making that seed. Like, you put 1,000 liters of corn in, everyone, you get, I forget, was it 2,000 or 3,000? Whatever the number was there again, everyone. I think it's 3,000, right? You get 3,000 seed back out. Like, what? Yeah, I don't think it works that way, everyone. So that was a bit of a, like, what in the world? I guess with the way the game mechanics work, I mean, that's probably the way they figured they need to do it, I guess. But still, that seems very, very odd. I don't know. We're going to need seed on the field here again. I'm not sure if that's enough to plant the entire field here or not. I guess we'll find out, everyone. For now, I'm just going to park this back in the shed here. And then if we actually run back to the combine here, because that's where we tabbed to. Wonder if we can tab back to the planting tractor. Oh, yes, we can, everyone. There we go. Now we are back in business. Okay, maybe I should have turned on GPS here for the side of the field, and we seem to be a little bit all over the place. Well, if I actually probably zoomed out here a little bit and actually faced forward, it'd probably be a little bit better. Well, 15 minutes into the episode, and we haven't even made it around the field here yet. This, I think, is this, no, I don't think this actually is our biggest field. I believe field 21 is our biggest field. Still, field 12, it's a good-sized field, though. And again, we're going to be planting soybeans, hopefully, on the other field. I'm not sure if we're going to use this planter or the other one. We'll see. We'll probably use this one, actually. It is technically bigger. And at least where I'm from, everyone, most farmers prefer to use this style planter for planting soybeans. For one thing, everyone, you can now have one planter, seeder, that can do both corn and beans. And at least where I live, everyone, corn and beans is like the primary crop most farmers plant. Yeah. I thought I'd change that so the parking brake no longer worked. I guess it does work yet. Noted. I'd have to see if we can disable that again. Some farmers, everyone, still have the drill yet for planting beans, and then, of course, wheat, some oats, crops like that. But, like I said, at this point, I think most farmers probably are using the row crop planter to plant both corn and beans. Okay, there we go. We're getting closer. Finally, one last... Oh, forgot to lift it up. What was I talking about here when we started the episode? Yeah, don't back up with your planter lowered. Like I said, it doesn't make a difference in the game here, unfortunately, but... Okay, I don't know about you folks, but I think we might have to throw some paint on this planter. Having these silver gauge wheels and closing wheels are just like, ugh. Not liking the looks of myself. Okay, let's get out here, man. Actually, you know what? Speaking of tractor and planter, do we? Oh my goodness, yeah, we could use a little bit of repair on the tractor. I didn't even realize that bad. Wow. Whoops. Might have been a little overdue for maintenance. Planter probably needs some maintenance as well. Oh boy, 6,000 to paint. I guess, I suppose. You know what? While we're at it, how much was it to paint the tractor? Yeah, fine. You know, 9,000. We'll just 9,000 to paint our tractor. Like, whoever heard of painting their 8R tractor? Everyone. Much less spending $8,000 or $9,000 to do it, right? I mean, in fact, I think I have the mod that actually is reducing those costs. So if it costs us $9,000 with the mod, probably base game is probably 20 or 30, wasn't it? At least I'm pretty sure that mod reduces the paint costs. Yeah, most farmers are probably going to buy a little can of the touch-up paint at the dealer. And yeah, any scratches and scuffs and dings and stuff like that, where it's down to the metal. Sure, a farmer might throw some paint on that one, but for the most part, yeah, I don't think so. Farmer's not going to spend $20,000 to have their tractor repainted. Not unless there's some sort of collector that's collecting tractors. And I don't think any collectors are collecting 8Rs yet, are they? Seems unlikely. Anyway, we'll read a few comments here in a moment. Now that we're locked on GPS going up and down the field here, Keith was saying the new Trident sprayer from Caesarea Modding has the same features and it's drop dead sexy. Easier to use once the tank is mounted, and the proper brand, just saying. Let's see, what's our Trident? Boy, Trident, I do believe that's the case sprayer. So yeah, then definitely not a proper brand there, Keith. Definitely not. You should know that the proper brand is definitely John Deere. Yeah, okay. You know, I think there's enough room to turn around, at least for myself anyway. One hired worker might disagree with the one headland, but I think I've got this. Ethan was saying my latest hired worker saga, when plowing, they like to turn and go back over the work they've already done instead of what they've supposed to be doing. Yes, I've noticed that as well there, Ethan. I'm curious as to what plow you're using with that, by the way. Is that a modded plow, or are you using in-game plows? At least with some of the modded plows I've used, and you folks have seen it on this very series of one, where, yeah, the hired worker, because it's a plow that, like, cultivates or mulches or something like that in front of it, it thinks it can go back over the work that was already done. It's a mess, Owen. It's a mess. Crossbow Hunter was saying, what mod allows you to change the speed of the sprayer in the shop when you buy it? Okay, I'm going to have to apologize, Evan. I do not remember the name of the mod. Someone in the comments told me about it. It is, however, on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, so you can get that right straight from Giants on the official mod hub. It is one of the scripting mods on there. Ray was saying I've played all 5. Now, when Ray says all 5, I'm not sure if he's talking farming simulators, or I'm going to guess he maybe means farming simulators. In which case, I think there's more than 5 farming simulators, isn't there? 08, 09, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 22. Is that 7? I think that's 7, right, everyone? If I was counting right there. I believe there's 7 farming simulators. The game's probably getting old enough at this point, having, Farming Simulator 22, that some of the people playing probably were born after Farming Simulator first started. That's how old this game is starting to get. Wow, I did not think about that too much. Crossbow Hunter was asking, where can I download that seed tender? And then also, where can I download the auger? Is that the in-game auger that is from the West Steel Bin DLC? It is actually the AGI DLC. I don't believe that they call it the West Steel Bin, but I think that's the same thing, right? So you got your AGI augers. Nah, that's the Batco. But then, of course, you have the AGI Storm here, everyone. That is the particular auger, which, again, part of the AGI DLC. As far as the seed tender goes, that is from the official Farming Simulator mod hub. It's okay, I mean, it works. It's not the greatest mod. It's missing a little bit of functionality, but again, it works. So, Christopher was saying, good morning. Thank you very much for that there, Christopher. Always enjoy reading your comments. Oh, better stop. Don't want to be crashing into any trees here now. Crossbow Hunter. Actually, you know what? He was the comment I just read. I just realized the same person left another comment here. Let me turn around here a minute. We'll read that one. He's got a fairly interesting question here, I suppose. Okay, anyway, Crossbow Hunter was saying, which is the better map? Calmsden or this Michigan map? He's got that a little bit further down in the comments here, but he's asking basically which map's better, Calmsden or Frankenmuth. Says he likes medium to large fields, but he likes non-square fields and also normal shaped fields, so he likes a mixture of both. He was also asking, as it just me or did this Michigan map start you out with the biggest tractor that you can buy? There'd be no point of upgrading to something. And yes, Crossbow, he makes some very excellent points with that. As far as which is the better map, everyone, I don't know that you can necessarily compare these maps. Calmsden, everyone, I would have to argue is probably the better done map. Calmsden is a very beautiful map. If you haven't played on it, I don't typically recommend most European maps, but that one is pretty good. And at least it's roomy enough, everyone. You can get most of your medium-sized equipment around easily enough, sort of. The Michigan map, everyone, obviously it's a big, wide-open map. The fields are square-ish, I guess. They're not exactly squares, everyone. Obviously cutouts and stuff from them, but they're not like round for the most part. They are square cut corners. Which again, at least round relevant, that's typically what you see. Most of the fields are squared off in some way, shape, or fashion. And then as far as this map starting you off with the biggest tractor, everyone, doesn't technically quite start you off with the biggest tractor because it actually is the Case quad track, but it's either the smallest or the second smallest quad track. So with that being said, everyone, we got a lot of big fields on this map. Seems appropriate to be running a tractor like that on here. So I'm not going to necessarily disagree with the map author starting you off with a tractor that size. I mean, of course, if you don't want to, you just go ahead and sell it and takes care of that problem. You can start with whatever tractor you want to start with on the map here. I mean, technically, the map author also started with the largest seeder, or largest planter, technically. Largest planter that is available in the game here as well. The NT775, or 1775. Anyway, everyone, looking at the time, it looks like it is about time to wrap it up here for this episode. Off screen, everyone, I'm probably going to try to get this field planted, and we'll come back next episode. Might look into the factories a little more, everyone. And if we don't do that, we're definitely going to start hopefully planting some soybeans as well. So if we can, maybe we'll check out some factory stuff and then hopefully get into some soybean planting. We'll get the soybeans planted here as well. So with that, everyone, again, thanks for watching. Any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Don't forget to, everyone, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the bell notification there too once you are subscribed. That way you get notified when the latest, greatest RDAllen video goes live. So with that, everyone, thanks for watching, and until next time.